What is up, everybody? It's a great day to be a Quad Cortex user. Core OS 3.1.0 is out. I am coming to you this Thanksgiving from Foxborough, Massachusetts. We're currently on tour with Jessica Lynn's Very Merry Classic Christmas show. So I can't actually do the update until I get home, which is devastating. And I guess it really is update season because every unit seems to have come out with an update in the last couple of weeks, just in time for your Black Friday purchases. So consider using the affiliate links below to get all of your gear shopping needs done. I've got a link to my Sweetwater store that has everything that I use in my studio and on stage, if you want to check that out. And again, happy Thanksgiving. Buy something cool on Black Friday. Also, before we get started, I have to do the spiel again because still less than 20% of my views come from subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing it, yada, yada, yada. Let's get to the content. So I wanted to still make a day of update video, kind of go over a bunch of the stuff that's in this because this is a great update. Quad Cortex is really getting along. They're adding some cool stuff. They're adding stuff that is really, really what I think quality. So two plugins were added, Fortin Nameless and the Soldano X. So if you're a plugin user, which I pretty much am not really into using plugins, but I'll happily check them out, especially if I can get codes for them. I would definitely love to just see what's in them. But on that, for the plugin people, I'm going to get this part over with because this is the least exciting for me personally, because I don't use plugins. You're also going to be able to import your user presets. So I've actually got the video, and here is how you do that.
This update brings new features and several quality of life improvements, including the ability to import plugin compatible presets to Quad Cortex via Cortex Control.
That's what I said.
In Cortex Control, select the directory at the top, go to the plugin presets tab on the left, choose the plugin that you want to import presets to, and select the user folder. Here, you can either click and drag the files into this window, or select the click and drag button and locate the files in your computer's directory and import them from there. Once loaded, these presets are available in the plugin's user folder in the directory, and these are accessible both on the Quad Cortex and in Cortex Control. So, as you can see...
So that's pretty cool for any of you plugin people that want to be able to import your presets. I know that was a big complaint from the first plugin launch update. So that one's cool. Let's get into some that I'm excited about. This is in Stomp mode. We got some really cool stuff. So Stomp mode, we can now finally customize the name of our stomps, which is awesome. Having the ability to nickname and rename your Stomp mode assignments is really good to me. I think that that's something that's really useful. Let's see.
Our assignments display.
Let's see John do it.
Go into Gig View, and now with any of the Stomp assignments, we can select the rename icon, type in our desired name, and select Save. This allows you to personalize your gig view when in Stomp mode.
That's awesome for anybody that doesn't want the default names. I personally don't always like the default names. I want something that's going to be more familiar to me, or you can name it the actual name of the pedal. So if you have a Tube Screamer, you can name it Tube Screamer type of thing. Whatever it is you want to actually name it, you can actually do it. I mean, I like it. You also added momentary foot switching to Stomp mode. So you can go in and change your parameter to momentary, and you basically what momentary does is that it'll activate the effect only when you have your foot down. So this is particularly useful for sustainers, stuff like that. In this, he uses a doubler, but I think that's just to show the effect. But you could use it for reverb decay, hold out a note and step on it, and throughout that time is when your decay will last longer and extend out. Momentary is good for certain solo boosting, where just when your foot switch goes down, it activates, and then it comes off and turns off. So momentary in Stomp mode, that's another really, really good one. Kudos, I like it. Great addition.
Is the ability to bulk edit the names of preset display on screen. As I adjust the volume control, you'll see our assignments display on screen. From here, we can select or deselect the assignments to our preference.
So this actually takes volume assignment kind of to the next level where none of the other units really do it like this, which is pretty cool. It's a unique thing. You can set your volume full out to front of house through the XLR. So if say out 1 and 2 is your XLRs, you can turn it all the way up, and then say 3 and 4 is your FR cab. You can select that and deselect out 1 and 2, and you can now control your volume elsewhere. Or if you only want headphones to be controlled, you can just select whatever you want controlled by the volume knob right here. Instead of it being in a global setting, it's actually right there for you, which is, I think, really intuitive and really cool. This is a really nice update so far. I'm really excited about this. I'm so bummed I have to wait until December 11th is going to be the first time that I really get to dive into this, which I will be making a video of. It won't be day of, unfortunately, but I have to do what I got to do. I can't update while I'm on the road. Another thing, we've got some bulk editing, which is really cool. I'm saying really cool so much. Why do I do that? Bulk editing, which is really useful. Very useful tool here. Not only can you bulk edit, but you can batch rename. I'm going to take you over to John to explain this because this is something you need to see. This is really hard for me to explain and not actually have it in front of me. So take it away, John. And yeah, here you go.
Select the bulk edit icon. From here, you can select the presets you want to bulk edit, or alternatively, you can use the icon at the top left to select all presets. Here, you can then select the rename icon, and we have a few options here. First, let's rename them all to new preset.
I'm going to skip.
This is now.
Okay, so it'll rename all your batch. So if you make a bunch of presets with the same capture or something like that, different settings, you can batch rename all of them, and then you can take it a step further by only changing the prefix. So if you have like Fender Bassman 1, Fender Bassman 2, I can go in and batch edit those to say SS Fender Bassman. So you can add a prefix, which is going to make sense in a second, because it's always better to title things similarly because you're going to be able to also find them. And now you can batch, search, and rename these. Watch.
We can add a prefix to these names. From here, we can select them all again. We can find a common word in our preset names and replace it with an...
So you can even go in and replace your common name. So if, say it's SS at the moment, or maybe you buy someone's, I think you can, you can't buy presets technically. So if you need to rename a preset, say you buy Jason Sudeikis presets, his are all JS. What if I don't want it to say JS? I want it to say SS because I edited them. I can batch select all of the JS prefixes and change that prefix to SS. Just workflow and cool things.
No. On top of this, we now have the option to bulk edit metadata for presets and neural captures.
And it doesn't stop there. You can also now bulk edit your presets and your captures. So when you're making your captures, or if you already have stuff from before you were able to do this, you can select them all and change your metadata on the actual captures.
Aim, select metadata, and choose my preferred instrument.
I guess that's all you could do is just say that it's for guitar. Bulk editing, master volume, feature X. Okay, so that's not... Where is it? Where are the new additions? For more information, 52. There we go, new devices. Here we go. Okay, so if you guys want to hear these, go check out the Neural DSP video that John C. is the one I've been sending you to. But for the rest of this, I'm just going to go through and give some reaction on what exactly we're getting here. So you have Chief OC2, which is a nice octave pedal, subharmonic synth, which is the Meatbox sub-synth, harmonic tremolo. Harmonic tremolo is going to be really good because they just added this 64 deluxe reverb, and those are going to pair really, really nicely. Harmonic tremolo is so useful, so musical, and they also have an LFO switch that's really cool that's demonstrated in the other video where it'll taper on and off instead of just like if the tremolo is going, you turn it off, it's just off, or you hit the foot switch and the tremolo is immediately on. This will kind of ease into that tremolo if you want that. Cool to have. I don't know if I would use that necessarily, but it's definitely an interesting thing if I ever needed it. New wah pedal. I'm not a huge wah person, so that's not really that much of interest for me, but Crybaby from Hell sounds intense, sounds scary. Updated devices. Okay, like I said, we have the 64 Deluxe Reverb, 2 channels, and they're doing something here that's really interesting too, because instead of having these as separate amp models, the amp model itself is there, and you have a choice of vibrato or normal channel. So normally with all the modelers, you have a separate actual device, one for vibrato and one for the normal channel. They're kind of going with this, what I think is cool too. It's right there. Being able to switch right to your vibrato channel. So here in the video, you see this mode right here. You can change from the vibrato to the normal channel just by clicking on that. Very useful, very interesting. Am I going to say very cool? Don't think so. Okay, plug-in devices. This is the stuff that comes with the amps. So these are all Soldano. This seems like different amp settings, and you get a specific SLO, delay and reverb, compressor course. I'm curious how different these are among the plugins. So if you're somebody that's a plugin expert or a Neural DSP expert and you've got answers to these questions, I wonder what delay and what reverb, what compressor are specific to the SLO plugin and the chorus. Are they specific to that one plugin? Are they not available anywhere else? Do we not have them already? And are we not able to use them anywhere else? Are they proprietary to that one plugin alone, or are they in a few ones? Because then you go to the Fortin Nameless, you have delay and reverb there too. Are they different delays and reverbs? Are they different from Quad Cortex? Are they different from other plugins? What are they specifically? And if this is an easy answer, then please check the comments, and I'm sure someone down there will know. So Fortin Nameless X, same deal. We got different settings, hex drive, grind, the cabinet, obviously Fortin Nameless amp. You get nameless delay, nameless reverb, nameless Zool. Not really sure what that means either, but there is only Zool, I guess, for that. And we look forward to sharing Core OS 3.1 with you. So a lot of really cool stuff. I'm going to link the Neural DSP website, their actual specific YouTube video in the comments. Neural's moving in a good direction. I really like the attention that they're paying to Stomp mode, because Stomp mode can be so much more flexible than it currently was. Just being able to, if we can get parameter assigns now, I think that Stomp mode will be really effective. And if we can start getting some overrides where we can just have an open format where we can put anything anywhere or do anything with any foot switch, we're really cooking. One unfortunate thing that I saw even in this video, just because I have to complain about this in every video, and I'm going to do that until they fix it, because they're never going to. There it is, this goofy freaking preset look.
Not my playing. Now,
this
let's move on by bypassing
with the split path. Why do we still have to do this? I have to say it every single video. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about this until I can go from lane 1 to lane 2. Just let me do it. And if that bugs you that you have to do a split and lose a block here, write it in the comments and say that you agree with me, or tell me to stop complaining and you're sick of hearing it, because that's one thing that I'm gonna harp on that, because it bothers me so much that I can't just go from row 1 to row 2. I get it. You tell us that you can't do that because they're suggesting you go to lane 3 to save DSP. I get it. I know how to allot DSP. This is your own preset now. This is one of the default presets here that are shown here with the split block. Why isn't this one going to row 3? Because it fits. You can smartly and intelligently make a preset that fits on row 1 and row 2 without needing to use the other 2 DSP chips. That's just how I feel about it. But that's my mild complaint still. When they fix it, it's going to be a great day, and I hope that I'm able to be a part of it somehow, where I can rejoice and celebrate that we can now go from row 1 to row 2. Come on, girl. Let's make it happen. Okay, so yeah, that does it for Core OS 3.1.0. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the channel. What do you guys think of this format? Just kind of hanging out, kind of like Tom Bukovac style, where just going to sit here with my phone out and just kind of mess around in some talking, doing all this thing. I don't know. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.